Up next in our 74 kilo jiu-jitsu division, he's 18 years of age, under 74 kilograms, from Flow State Martial Arts, under coach Kenny Horn and Matt McGuinness. We have Luca Papadolous. On the other side, he's 24 years of age, under 74 kilograms, fighting out of Absolute MMA and XFC, under coach Khan Huzmek and Jaden Morfoot. We have Luca Trinder.
Fusion Fighting Championship, bout number 3, brought to you by Vertex Project Group. This is an under 74 kilo match in no-gi jiu-jitsu. Introducing first, in the blue corner, at 18 years of age, fighting out of Flow State Martial Arts, under coaches Kenny Horn and Matt McGuinness, weighing in at 73.3 kilos. Please welcome Luca Papadolous.
Here we have Luca Papadolous making his way to the cage. Only 18 years of age. He's fighting out of Flow State Martial Arts under coach Kenny Horn and Matt McGuinness. 18 years old. It's a little bit different from what we just saw. We're watching a couple of, what would you call them, Frank? Single-digit athletes.
That's exactly right. Single-digit athlete. Not anymore. Now we're back to the teens. This is the last of the teens. Luca's 18 years of age. And like I said, I've seen this kid on the scene for a little while, and man, this boy is talented.
And his opponent in the red corner at 24 years of age, fighting out of XFC and Absolute MMA in St Kilda, trained by coaches Khan Huzmek and Jaden Morfoot, with an official weight of 73.1 kilos. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Luca Trinder.
Introducing out of the red corner, Luca Trinder, 24 years of age, out of XFC and Absolute MMA. Man, doing the rounds and training hard but those two schedules alone, impressive to be part of those two gangs, that's for sure. Under Khan Huzmek, of course, and Jaden Morfoot. Luca Trinder's back. It's good to see him here on the card. Exciting fighter, looking for finishes. Loves the scrambles, loves the occasion. Here we go. Bout number 3, Fusion FC Volume 10.
I was lucky enough to see Luca Trinder competing not too long ago, maybe the end of last year. He brought so much excitement to the match. It was a small combat absolute. I saw him out there, and I had to go over to him and just say, hey, man, good to me. Like, watching you out there is absolutely exciting.
Yeah, absolutely, and this is my point. This boy loves making a statement. Look how much fun he's having, mate. This is what he wants to do. Right now, he's peaking.
Crowd is ready to go. We have Luca versus Luca Trinder in no-gi jiu-jitsu.
All right, this is a 7-minute match.
And just like we've seen before, we see Luca, he's getting out there and he's going for it. He's not slowing down. He's going to go hard. He's going to go fast.
Yeah, he's got to deal with that knee shield now. Papadolous with that knee shield, looking for that overhook on that left-hand side. Just trying to get control of that posture, which is what you need to do. And
I appreciate he's really trying to bury his head in deep. He's trying to develop that pressure quick.
Yeah, and you can see Trinder's just keeping the pressure on the whole time. I love that. As soon as you touch an opponent, you want to just continue to have that pressure and just always, threatening a pass or threatening your legs or attacking the neck, using it to pass.
We saw Trinder trying to do a rail pass to get to get around the guard, but then it was amazing for Papadolous to see him pull close guard, and now he's on a foot, so we'll see what he can do with this.
Yeah, that shows me that he's completely aware of his guard and that he has one. Obviously trying to keep that posture under control. He's doing all the right things. No collars and sleeves to keep the posture down, so we're relying on controlling the head, controlling the legs, using our own legs, keeping their weight literally head on our chest so we can start to hunt for, a series of submissions, whether they're triangle setups, which is a choke, or an arm lock, or even to reverse the position, which we call sweeps as well.
And just for the viewers at home, these are regular points for jiu-jitsu. Our jiu-jitsu matches are IFBJJ scored matches.
Tinder's got to be careful. I mean, he's got his hands on the mat there. When you've got your hands on the mat in someone's full guard, we can really take advantage of overhooking that arm and starting to separate the arms and look for finishes and some sweeps. So Tinder's got to be careful. He's probably really confident about having his hands there. Let's just see how Papadolous uses it. And see, because his arm's on the outside, you see how he's sitting up on it? Straight away, it's exposed. So there are various different attacks. You know, there's omoplatas, there's kimuras, etc. There's hip bump sweeps, easy sweeps and reversals. There's flower setups, triangle clubbing sweep setups. There he goes. He's speak of the devil. There it is.
You said it. It happened, Frank. This is why you're here, my friend.
Well, he's got to finish now. That's an art all by itself. And, you know, Tinder's in a lot of trouble. And Papadolous has got what it takes to finish. He's got to pull on that head. He's got the leg as well. This is only a matter of time. I think he might have this one. Let's see how he goes with the finish. Tinder hanging in there. But he's just absolutely into the throat deep, full into the submission. Oh, this is bad. Now it's getting really tight. Papadolous looking for the finish, doing everything correct. Everything correct. He might go out here, Chris.
This is tight. Everything is done right, but we see Trinder fighting to the very end. He understands he's under the big lights right now. He's in the fusion cage. He's not just going to tap until he really has to.
Well, the ref ain't going to stand this one up, I'll tell you right now. But right now, Papadolous has got to just look at the finishing. See how he's reaching for that leg on that right side, that scoop grip. He needs that to get more of a bind. Look, that foot's starting to worry me a little bit. It's starting to get loose. I've got to say, Trinder's work and all that effort in there is loosening up this triangle. Remarkable defense.
Look, he is cutting the right angles, but you can see Trinder's shoulder still exposed, so there's a little bit of breathing space there.
It's getting tight. He's getting really tight, and the air is... Oh, that is super tight. This might be a wrap. He might go out, mounted and all. Unbelievable. Papadolous has got to stay calm, and he knows he's got him, so he can't get excited about this. Just keep position, suck in some air, and let's pull up on that head and let's get a good finish. I would rather put my head on the ground. There you go. That's going to make it tighter too.
And you see Trinder is fighting as much as he can to get to the very end. He's trying to fight the feet. He's trying to create a little bit of space there with his right hand just to push that thigh off a little bit.
Yeah, Papadolous did the right thing. He just fended off that little inversion. He's going to push the elbow across a little more. Trust me, this is tight. Don't worry. Trinder is suffering here. Just shows you how tough that kid is. Stuck in a full-blown submission, and he's hanging in there like an absolute champ. If he can invert and insert his left foot under an armpit, he might be able to stretch him out. But Papadolous is doing a hell of a job keeping him there.
At what point do you think that Papadolous should start attacking the limbs, or does he just keep chasing the triangle finish?
No. He can look. Depends on how wild Trinder gets on the bottom. Depends on where he puts that arm. So if that arm is in a good spot to use it to finish, why not? Take it. But I'm not going to be unlocking that triangle for anybody. I'm telling you. All that work to get there. I mean, he had that guard happening way before the outset. You know, jiu-jitsu, when you make a mistake here, you don't pay for it immediately. You pay for it way down there because the guy's always one step behind. Look at this. Trinder's working hard here, Chris, but it is what it is, isn't it?
You can see Trinder is making space. He's even using his own face to frame. He's looking for that, what was it, the B. Smith escape.
Well, this is just a basic inversion escape. If you unroll here with the non-trapped side, you can put your foot in the bicep and you can actually use it to throw them off you. And as you do that, you can open them up. And right now, he's just swinging his legs. He's doing everything he can. But, you know, the battery's getting, depleted. You know, it does. You keep using that effort and energy in a life and death situation. I mean, no one's going to die. But this is, considered a finishing position. And he can go unconscious. But look, it just shows you how tough he is, man. I mean, I don't think that Papadolous is, weak or anything like that.
Now he swaps it over. He's trying to reverse the position. Yeah. And we have ourselves a Kimura finish from the triangle.
So, like we said, sorry to interrupt you, Chris, your excitement. Like I said, there's going to come a point where that arm might become available. And what that will happen only when the continuance of the pressure and the threat of the finish is still imminent. So as long as we're still sticking to the plan, we've got everything in the line, he's choking, that arm will come in a little more. And when the opportunity comes, you take it. And that's what I alluded to, and this is what he did. Beautiful.
And that's absolutely spot on, Frank, because when you're on top like that, you don't need to take any risks at all. Patience is perfect in that situation.
Absolutely. Patience is not a pause. Patience is a doing word. It's an adverb. Patience is waiting. In waiting is an act in itself. And in jiu-jitsu, that's a powerful part of the puzzle.
We have to give it to Trinder. He stayed in it from start to the very end. The triangle wasn't enough. He had to make Papadolous rely on a Kimura. That's a highlight reel finish. I don't know. I don't care what anybody says. Trinder had the heart and soul to push to the very end. Papadolous had to change things up and find a Kimura where he could.
Yeah, I mean, you know, as soon as I saw the first moments of Papadolous' guard play, I knew that he was serious about a guard because of his upper body clinch. As soon as you see an athlete grabbing that upper body clinch, you know they know what's going on. And before we could even get into, you know, listing some of the potential things, he hit one of them just like a gun. And this is where it stayed. And look at, I mean, you know, commiserations on the loss for Trinder, but mate, what a beast that guy is. Look what you have to do to finish him. Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Haas has called an end to this fight, declaring your winner by submission by way of Kimura. Blue corner, Luca Papadolous.
Look what it means to Papadolous, man. That's beautiful. Bright future ahead, 18 years of age, incredible guard. I can't wait to see what this kid does.
That was very mature jiu-jitsu that we just saw there for someone his age.
100%. 100%.
What a match. Papadolous, the start wasn't really going his way. He you know, had faith in himself. He had faith in his jiu-jitsu, and he came out the victor here tonight. Congratulations, Luca Papadolous. You've made your coaches Kenny Horn and Matt McGuinness.